Now allow yourself to simply relax. Let your fingers loose. Let your feet loose. Let your neck loose. Simply close your eyes and recognize the pressure on the back of your head and your shoulders, the back of your legs from the mat that you're laying on. And allow yourself to accept the notion that you'll be keeping your eyes closed for a length of time. And what I want you to do is I want you to take your consciousness and your focus, and I would like you to put it down into your diaphragm where your breathing is taking place. And simply by moving your focus there and your awareness, it will change how you're breathing. What I want you to do is take a very deep breath. Inhale very deeply and slowly exhale. Very slowly. Allow the exhale to just ever so slowly coming out. Good. Perfect. And then take another deep breath in. And as you exhale, very slowly relax. In your mind's eye, relax. In your awareness, relax. Taking another deep breath, very slowly, consciously, slowly relaxing. Relaxing. Good. Perfect. Now what I'd like you to do is take your awareness and your consciousness, and I would like you to move your awareness and consciousness down your right leg into the bottom of your right foot. I would like you to take your awareness into the bottom of your right foot. Allow yourself to see what goes on in the bottom of your right foot. Look how tight the skin is pulled around the flesh and muscles in your right foot. Good. Be aware of the bones that make up your right foot. Look at the color and the texture of those bones in your right foot. Perfect. Now move your awareness and consciousness into the toes of your right foot. Look at how those bones come together to form the toes of your right foot. Perfect. Now move your awareness and consciousness into your right ankle. Look at the bone junction that comes together in your right ankle. Look at the color of those bones. And look at the veins and arteries that pass by your right ankle. Good. Look at the texture and the color of the bones that make up your right ankle. Perfect. Now move your awareness up your right shin bone and take your consciousness to a point inside the calf of your right leg. Look at that muscle that is the calf of your right leg. Look at the shin bone that travels past that calf. Look at the fiber and texture of the muscle and the colors of the meat, the veins in your right calf. Good. Now move your awareness up to your right kneecap. Locate a spot deep inside your right kneecap. Look at how that's all held together in your right kneecap. Look at the large veins that pass behind your right kneecap. Look at the color and the texture. Perfect. Now move your awareness and focus deep in your upper thigh of your right leg. Locate a spot in your upper thigh in your right leg. Look at that massive muscle, fiber, and texture that makes up the thigh of your right leg. Look at that upper bone and how it goes up to connect with your hip and down to connect with your kneecap in your upper right leg. Good. Perfect. Now move your awareness up your upper right leg and locate a spot in your hip on the right side where your upper leg connects to your hip and pelvis. Look at that massive bone structure in your right hip. Good. Look at the color and the texture of your right hip. Perfect. Now move your awareness across your hip to the left side and all the way down your left leg. Move your awareness and consciousness into your left foot. Locate a spot deep inside your left foot. Look at the muscle, meat, and texture in your left foot. Look at the ligaments that control your left foot. Look at how your toes and bone formation is in your left foot. Good. Perfect. Now with your consciousness and awareness, move your consciousness into your left ankle bone. Look at how the foot is connected to the leg through the ankle. Look at that ankle bone on your left foot. Notice the color and the texture in your left ankle. Good. Perfect. Now move your awareness into your left calf and shin. Go deep inside the calf muscle on your left lower leg. Look at the fiber of that muscle. Look at the blood and the veins and texture that makes up your left calf. Good. Perfect. Now move your awareness up your left calf and shin to your left knee and locate a spot deep inside your left knee. Good. Take a look inside your left knee. Look at the veins that pass by the back of your left knee, the arteries. Look at the bone that makes up your left kneecap. Look at the joint in your left knee that connects your upper leg to your lower leg. Be aware of the texture and colors inside your left knee. Good. Move your awareness into your left thigh. Locate a spot deep in your left thigh. Look at the muscle tissue in your left thigh. Look at the ligaments and tendons that help connect that large thigh bone in your upper left leg to your left thigh. Good. Perfect. Now move your awareness up your left thigh bone to where it joins with your left hip and locate a spot in your left hip where your upper left leg bone comes together with your left hip and pelvis. Note the color and texture of that large bony structure. Look at how that all works and comes together in your left hip and pelvis. Good. Perfect. And with your consciousness and attention, move and locate a spot deep inside your diaphragm. Notice your breathing there in your diaphragm. Good. Get a sense of that structure inside your diaphragm. Perfect. With your consciousness, move your attention up through your stomach and diaphragm into your chest. And look at your rib cage. Get a sense of your rib cage and your lungs. Look at the activity of your lungs. Look at their color. Look at the movement. Good. With your mind's eye and your consciousness, I want you to locate a spot on your heart. Get a sense of your heart. Get a sense of that muscle working. Look at the color and the texture in your heart. Perfect. Now move your consciousness and your attention up your chest to your throat, across your shoulder, and all the way down your right arm. And locate a spot all the way down in your right fingers of your right hand. Take your awareness, your consciousness, and move it down inside your right hand. Look at how tight the skin is wrapped around the muscle and this flesh of your right hand. Look at the tendons that go to each of the joints in the finger bones in your right hand. Get a sense of the veins that travel in your right hand. Good. And with your consciousness and your attention, Move up into your right wrist. Locate a spot in that bony structure and joints of your right wrist. Look at the activity there. Look at how all those bones come together. Look at how the arteries pass through your right wrist. Look at the color, the texture that makes up your right wrist. Perfect. Good. Now move your focus up your right arm into your right elbow. Locate a spot in your right elbow where your arm bones come together. Look at that bony structure that is your right elbow. Look at the veins that go past your right elbow. Be aware of what it is like at your right elbow. Good. Perfect. Now move your consciousness and attention into your right bicep. Look at that muscle, fiber, and tissue that makes up your right bicep. Look at that large bone that is supported by your right bicep. Look at the tendons and ligaments that connect from your right bicep. Look at the color inside your right bicep. Good. Perfect. Move your focus and consciousness to the top of your right shoulder. Look at how your right arm bone connects to your right shoulder and that joint. Look at that massive bony structure that is your right shoulder. Good. Now with your consciousness, move across your chest, across past your throat, to your left shoulder, and all the way down your left arm to the thumb of your left hand. Locate a spot deep in the flesh of your thumb on your left hand. Look at the meat and muscle that wraps around from the thumb of your left hand. Good. Look at the bones that make up your thumb and fingers on your left hand. Look at how they're all connected together in your left hand. Perfect. Move your awareness up past your left wrist into the lower bone of your left arm. Locate a spot with your consciousness in the lower bone of your left arm. Look at the ligaments and muscle structure around the bone in your left arm. Perfect. Now move your awareness and your consciousness up past your left elbow, deep in your left bicep of your upper left arm. Locate a spot deep in the bicep of your left arm. Good. Look at the color of the muscle in your bicep, in your left arm. Look at the texture and fiber that makes up the bicep in your left arm. Perfect. Good. Look at the temperature in the bicep of your left arm. Perfect. Good. Now move your awareness up your left arm to your left shoulder and across to your throat. And with your consciousness and awareness, I want you to move up your throat to your chin, your jaw, and lips. I want you to locate a spot in your jaw, in your jawbone. Look at the texture and the color of your jawbone. Look at the flesh and muscle that is your chin. Look at the lips and the muscle and flesh that make up your cheeks and your face and your nose, your eyes, and above your eyes in your forehead. And with your mind's eye and your consciousness, I want you to imagine directly in front of you, just at your reach, a perfect, clear, translucent sculpture of your body facing you. A perfect replica of your body, clear, floating, just at your reach, just above you. Perfect in every way, a complete replica. And with your consciousness, I want you to start it filling from its feet with orange fluid. Orange fluid coming into the feet and filling up the feet and the ankles. A line of fluid filling up the replica of your body. The line is getting higher. It's going up to your knees. As the fluid fills up the translucent body, fills up the upper legs and the pelvis, the fluid is going up into the chest cavity, filling up to the stomach, a line of fluid coming up to the shoulders, dropping into both arms, filling up the fingers, the hands, filling up the arms completely. The body is becoming totally full of orange fluid up the neck and the chin and the nose, the eyes, filling up the last spots in the head, absolutely full, completely full of orange fluid. Perfect. Now what I'd like you to do with your consciousness, in your mind's eye, I'd like you to imagine in the toes of that replica body are faucets. And on the big toes are the faucet handles. And with your consciousness, I want you to open the faucet on each big toe and let the orange fluid start pouring out onto the floor, under the door, into the parking area, up to the mesa, into the sand, and disappearing. The orange fluid is draining from the body at the forehead, a line moving down to the eyes as the fluid drains through the whole body, coming out of the toes, onto the floor, under the door, and onto the parking lot, up to the mesa, into the sand, and disappearing. The orange fluid is getting lower and lower down by the throat. The line of orange fluid is coming down to the chest, up from the fingers and elbows into the chest cavity. The line is dropping down into the diaphragm as the orange fluid drains from the body, out of the toes, onto the floor, under the door, out onto the parking area, up to the mesa, into the sand, disappearing. The orange fluid is draining completely from the body down to the waist. The line is getting lower. As the orange fluid drops out of the toes, the body is being purged, clean, crystal clear. As the orange fluid goes down both legs, down to the knees, down from the feet, out of the toes, onto the floor, under the door, into the parking area, up to the mesa, into the sand, and disappearing. The last remnants of the orange fluid is draining completely clear from the body. All of the orange fluid, the last drop, is coming out of the toes, onto the floor, out under the door, into the parking area, up to the mesa, into the sand, and disappearing. All of the orange fluid has disappeared, leaving the body crystal clear, translucid, perfect, beautiful, good. With your mind's eye, I want you to close the valves on the toes and disappear them, leaving a perfect, crystal clear, identical, clean, translucid body. And with your awareness and your consciousness, you reach up, you turn the body around, and you pull it down on yourself, and it completely encloses around you. It completely melds to you. Clean, strong, clear, translucid, perfect, healthy, strong, one, complete body. Good. Perfect. I want you to look at your breathing. I'd like you to take a deep breath and slowly exhale, relaxing. Good. Slowly, slowly relaxing. Perfect. Good. Get a sense of the pressure on your body from the mat in the room. Create the room exactly the way it was. Get a sense of the temperature, the airflow.